Well, hello, my sinner seekers. Welcome back to another WayBack Wednesday. How you doing today, Sharice?
Hey, Saf. Peace and love, sister. What's going on?
It's all good, girl. What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to get into another reel, another movie, another way back Wednesday. So,
Yes.
yes, let's get into it. Shout out to everybody
Right.
watching. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for coming. We about to get into Chloe. This is a movie that was made in 1934, y'all. Way back. So it's gonna be a way back Wednesday. It's starring Olive Borden and Molly O'Day. And this is gonna be another movie about, their perspective on voodoo. Of course, they're gonna demonize it, but we're gonna take what we can from it and see what we get. Okay. After the movie, I'm gonna go into some deep dives about some of the things that I found that I thought were very interesting and also points towards, some American origin of things. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and share the movie. Gonna make this full screen. Okay, so I believe y'all can see it. Let's go.
I got to go where you are. Warm a place to be where you are. And no tears can bind you. Wherever you love is calling me. I got to go where you.
How much further we gotta go, man? Beat out the record now, child. Doggone Luther. Look, you bowing your head. There's old Sambo. Said him hog meat many times. Hi there, Sambo.
Mammy show is Voodoo. Talking to animals like that.
Oh, getting close to home now, child. Uh-huh. Down hit. Down hit. That old hangman's tree. But them white folks killed my Sam, and the bloodhounds tore him to pieces. Here I is, Sammy. Here's your man that come back to put curses on the colonel and them white folks.
And they shouldn't talk that way about the colonel.
I know this. She's been getting worse and worse lately.
Down here. That's the place. Get to the shore, Jim. Get to the shore. Down here. Same as when you and me left this morning 15 years ago, child. That's our old home. Come on back here, Sam. It's me, the old Mandy.
Oh, Manny. Yes, no, that.
Go on, child. That was Sam's fist. Been waiting for me to avenge him.
Chloe, won't you let me take you away from here?
Oh, it's all right. It's just that I don't remember ever living here. But Sam, Manny keeps talking about.
You were too young to remember, Chloe.
I have a hazy memory of white people and...
White people?
Chloe, that's your white blood speaking.
Maybe so. But let's don't talk about it now.
Here I come, Sammy. The old Mandy. Then come back to you. Sleep. My baby lamb. I was gonna smooth out your pillow. Oh, Colonel Gordon, that's what I'm gonna do to you for killing my Sam. This is what I'm gonna beat you with. It won't be long now, Sam. Before you can rest easy. Because I'm gonna work my voodoo. The thunder's gonna growl and the light is gonna rain. The devil's gonna walk on a white man's grave.
Colonel. You certainly sold me on the fact that the julep, with its fresh mint, dash of sugar, and generous portion of real liquor, is a nectar fit for the gods.
An intelligent observation, young man. Here's to the julep.
Say, Colonel, it might interest you to know I finished checking down at the turpentine plant.
Found everything all right, I hope?
Well, no, I didn't. I discovered a shortage of nearly 100 barrels of clear turpentine. And believe me, I intend to find out where they've gone.
That's fast work, Wade. You've been here only a week and you're already catching up with them. I'd better go over with you, though, and check on.
Hey, what am I? A drop stitch around here? Uncle, if you don't start including me in on these giggle-getters, I simply won't come down and visit you next year.
Oh, nonsense, Joyce.
Liquor hasn't done at Wade's growth, Eddie. In fact, I
But
think...
my dear, young Southern girls don't go easy.
Virtues on the virtues of Southern girls, Uncle. This Cinderella's been around and has yet to find any lass that brings turpentine for her complexion.
Say, Colonel, if I ever have a daughter, I'm going to...
You have a daughter? Optimist.
What do you mean?
Who'd ever marry you?
That's funny. I never noticed that wormhole afore, Mr. Carson.
100 barrels out of wormholes?
It was a worm, all right. But this one was big enough to use a chisel and a hammer. I'll find that worm and I'll horsewhip him.
I'll see you at the house, Wade. Home, Tom.
Here's some berries I picked for you, Chloe.
Thanks, Jim. They look mighty nice.
Can I help you clean up out here? You know, I'd like to always.
No, thanks. Didn't you tell me you had folks down here?
I've no folks that cares anything about me.
Jim, everybody likes you.
You don't. Enough to marry me.
Jim, that's different.
You think because you got white blood, some white man will have you? Yeah, he'd have you all right. But he wouldn't marry you. Listen, Chloe. As long as there's a drop of black blood in your veins, you won't be allowed to forget it. I know.
Jim, what if I'm not colored?
That's your mother.
Oh, Jim.
Howdy, mister. Give me 2 bits and I'll tell you social.
No, I don't believe in that.
What I tell comes true.
All right, let's hear it.
Fire and water. Sticks and stones. Got a mad gal with a great big home. Gonna roam in the swamp. Gonna weep in the field. Gonna fight in the night. In the devil's will.
All right. Now I know everything. So long.
Look what the old devil done give me chow for luck. Go to the store and get me some hog meat and molasses. Follow that path and turn to the left and you'll come right there.
Here's some fish.
Give 'em here. I'll fix them for you. Better go on after that gal. She's going to the store. Better keep an eye on her.
Oh, if I ever get my hand on that Mr. Carr. Well, we got 5 fellows around here and have some fun. Here, come. Come here. So, Voodoo man, this gal. Ah, yeah. He always was my meat. Now, you just watch my smoke. Ah, sugar boy.
Take my arm.
Oh, no, big. Come on, come on. Come on inside. Come on there. Come on there. Come on there. Come on and have a drink. Now, what are you doing? What's the matter with you?
You ever even look at that girl again, I'll kill you. home, Chloe?
Yes, Jim.
Yes, I guess we better get out of here. Well, I guess you saved my life that time. Thanks very much. Let me take the basket, Chloe. I'll go with the young lady.
It isn't necessary for you to go any further.
A little further, please.
But you mustn't, really, Mr. Carson.
You live near here?
Yes, I'm there. It was wonderful you come to my rescue, and I want to thank you. But you mustn't go another step further.
No, all right, if you insist. But I do hope to see you soon, Miss Chloe.
And I hope so, too.
Well, why not tomorrow? Here at the same time.
All right.
You promise?
It's a promise. Goodbye.
What's the matter with the men this morning?
I reckon the most of them's been up all night voodooing down in the swamp.
What goes on at these meetings?
Don't know. But they got their eyes on somebody they don't like. Probably working themselves up to a sacrifice party.
You mean they actually murder people?
Sure they does. Sometimes kill them on the altar and feed them to the gators.
By the way, Hill, I want all smoking out among the pines stopped.
You know, Mandy? Not yet. But I had a voodoo meeting last night. And I want to get her to work with us.
I've been the happiest man in the world.
A lovely child.
Today is the anniversary of her death, and every year Uncle looks over her little possessions.
Excuse me, Colonel. Look, Colonel, what I found at the door. Somebody's putting the voodoo on you. Them switches means you're gonna get whipped. And you see that thorn in the heart of that mud man? I seen that voodoo work before, and I knows who made it.
Who made it?
That's old man this work. That yellow one, old Sam, what got killed in the swamp.
Mandy. Well, she's been gone for more than 15 years. Took her child and went down to Everglades.
That's right, Colonel. But that woman sure was voodoo, and maybe she done come back.
Maybe so, Ben. Maybe you're right. Now leave these things here and I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I remember I fired Sam for something. He knocked me out and run away. Folks tracked him down and lynched him. Mandy never would listen to any explanation. Always blamed me for Sam's death. Ah, poor little baby. She'd have been just about Joyce's age if she'd have lived.
What y'all up to? I think you're talking to that white man, and I ain't gonna stand for no thunder to put you no white folks. You're my child. You're black in your blood, you is. Just wanna marry Jim. He's your man.
You don't care if I am black. Come on. Oh! Never, never!
Chloe. What's the matter? What's happened?
Oh, go away. Leave me alone. Go away. Don't, I don't want to talk to you.
I only wanted to help you.
I don't want your help.
Drink a chair tea, gal. Make you feel better.
Ben,
Yeah,
bring us a couple of juleps.
yeah,
Make it 3, Ben.
yeah.
That service.
No, sir, that habit.
Take these things out of here, Ben. And when you get a chance, go down to the cabin and see if Mandy's back.
Yeah.
Say, what is all this voodoo, Colonel?
Just a mixture of savagery, gin, mumbo jumbo, and drum beat.
Sounds like the menu at Sing Sing.
But why all the drum beating?
That's the way they summon the faithful to their meetings.
Oh, I've read about these voodoo gatherings, but I never believed them to be true. Say, do they actually kill people?
They've been known to sacrifice enemies and cut out their hearts.
Sounds awful far-fetched to me in this day and age.
You're old man, ain't you?
Course I is.
You're voodoo too, ain't you?
That's just what I is.
Well, I'm Big Mo. And I'm voodoo too. I'm Babylon. I had a meeting last night. I want to get rid of that Yank that bought the steel. He got me beat up. Ah, he is over there.
Yeah. That white man's after my child.
Listen, Mandy. You's just what I need. When you hear the drums tonight, you come on down in the swamp. I'll make you the mammy lord. And we'll work voodoo together again, that confound yank.
I'll be there. Sure enough.
You gonna meet that man?
I am, and what of it?
But Chloe, a white man. You know he couldn't mean
I
it.
love him. He thinks I'm white. Perhaps I am.
But you're not. It isn't fair to him.
You needn't fear. I'll tell him.
Chloe, you know I love you. I'd die for you. Won't you marry me?
No, Jim, I won't. Now let me go.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I was afraid you couldn't come, Miss Chloe.
I promised you.
Let's sit down over there. You know, Chloe, you are a very sweet little somebody.
Do you really mean that?
Of course I do. And I'm in love with you, too.
Oh, how can you be? You only met me yesterday.
But I do. My heart's full of you. Don't you feel a little love for me, dear?
I sure do. More than I should. We mustn't. We can't. You don't understand.
Oh, but darling, just understand me. I want you always.
This can't go on. You don't know.
Oh, but dear, I want to marry you.
Oh, we can't. It's madness. Oh, wait. Please. Please. Our love is wonderful. But today, I want to be alone with its memory.
For the love of heaven, ain't y'all Mandy, old Sam's woman what used to live around here a long time ago? Those I is.
Then what are you driving at?
I heard what you said to Chloe.
Well?
Her mother's an old voodoo negress.
Well, that's a lie.
No, sir, that's not a lie. I know. I've lived with her. Brought him here in my boat. And another thing, sir. These blacks got it in for you plenty. You'd better be careful. Yes, sir, you'd better think it over.
What you do with my baby's picture?
I ain't never touched it, Colonel. Was sitting right there this morning and I seen it.
Call Hannah in here.
Yeah. Hannah, the Colonel wants you. Yeah, yes, Colonel.
My baby
baby's picture's gone. Have you seen it?
No, sir, I never touched it, sir.
Well, somebody's taking it.
I bet it was that voodoo woman, Mandy, that Ben bought you for the wash.
Mandy? Is she back at the cabin?
Yeah, I found her this morning.
Go down there right away and see her. Come on, Ben.
Yeah. Why don't you hush your mouth?
Shoo! Shoo!
Here it is, Colonel.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi there, Mandy. Open the door.
Try the door, Ben.
Mandy. Mandy. Here's old voodoo bag.
Bring it here. Let's see what's in it.
Yeah.
You open it.
Yeah, sir.
Get me over! Get me over!
Here it is, Colonel. Here it is. Colonel, ain't this the dress your baby had on the day she was drunk? Yes. And here's a little shoe.
Well, who are you?
I live here.
You live here. Maybe you can tell me what these things are doing
Those are my baby clothes.
here. Your baby clothes.
Yes. They got stained that way when I fell in the water and nearly drowned. I don't know myself. But Mammy told me all about it.
Fell in the water. Drowned. God be praised. You're my little baby.
What, sir?
You're my little baby Ann.
You don't really mean what you're saying.
I know you're my daughter that I thought was drowned. Well, you've got your mother's eyes and features. Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Oh, wait.
Now I understand, Chloe.
You two know each other?
Yes, Colonel, we do. I love her. So I've wanted her to see things my way. She thought Mandy was a mother, just wouldn't listen to me.
Well, it seems I've found my daughter and a son, too.
Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord.
Okay.
My, it's nice to have someone to talk to now about something else besides juleps and turpentine. I'm glad you feel that way about me. Yeah, but then you've quite been out floating around here long enough. From now on, you and I are going to run WayBack a good race. Hello, Monkey. How do you like your married butterfly?
Beautiful. Say, way to tearing up the place. Look at you. She does look lovely in that outfit. You looked out for that.
Yeah, but I didn't look that far. Silly me.
Does it mean anything to you that I think you're the most wonderful girl in the world?
Everything.
Betty Ann. That name suits you somehow. But I'll always remember the time I first met little Chloe.
No. Please let me forget that, dear. You know, I am Betty Ann.
Betty Ann, mine forever, sweetheart.
Uncle, I've been thinking a lot about Chloe.
How come, Joyce?
Hey, darling, I have some papers to look over. See you in a few minutes?
Mm-hmm. Uncle, are you thoroughly satisfied that she is your daughter?
Her resemblance to her mother is too great for me to be mistaken. WayBack speaks for himself.
Gee, I'm so I think she was Pete.
Well, you're Pete yourself, Joyce.
Oh, you old flatterer. Hello, Bean.
Oh, hello, Joyce.
Hey, what's the idea of all the ice lately?
Ice? What ice?
Oh, you should be asking. You've been giving plenty to me.
I've had a lot to think about.
Yes, so I've noticed.
I'll have some time tonight.
What for? More thinking?
Possibly.
I've been talking to Uncle about Betty Ann. We can't allow him to make a mistake.
Mistake? About Betty Ann's parentage? How ridiculous.
Shakespeare had his doubts about the wise father, you know.
Yes, but this father knows his own daughter. And I love her.
Fine, Joyce.
Oh, my God. I heard him. I heard him just as much as you do. Look what they've done to me and mine. Something happened, Hill?
Yes, I've been far. Now we've got to work fast.
Me and Mandy's got it all worked out.
Giving a party at the Colonel's house tomorrow night for Chloe. Maybe we'll have a chance to do something. been our family doctor since before you were born.
I'm delighted to know you, Doctor.
Well, how closely you resemble your mother, my dear.
Thanks. Let me get you a drink.
Well, let me go with you.
Lovely.
Yes.
Well, Doctor?
A little bourbon, please. That's him, yeah.
Thanks. I wonder if she really is the lost Betty Ann. I don't know. There's a suspicion. She's so dark.
Chet?
No.
Good. I want the first one. Judith.
My friends, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here tonight. Now I want you to be just as happy and gay as I am, and as my daughter, Betty Ann, is. What you doing with my baby? Don't you know no good comes from mixing with white folks and black? Daughter, you're crazy. You're crazy. Just cause you found a little old dress that I took from a dead baby that I found in the river and give to my baby, you think is yours. I know my child. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Come here. I've been wanting your gizzard a long time, so. Are you Mandy? You tell the truth. I done told the truth, Colonel. That old man is a lie. Her dead child's fed right by a cat. Just a minute. Colonel, a dead person's hair never changes. I have a way of settling this affair. Come with me, Ben. Go on, Ben. Keep an eye on her, Harvey.
Colonel, where's Betty Ann?
Why, I don't know. She was around here a while ago.
The judge said he just saw her running away toward the swamp.
The swamp?
Oh, we've got to find her.
All right, Joyce. Well, Harvey, come and go get the hounds, Harvey.
Say, Fred, go get some guns.
Come on.
Son, my theory has proven to be correct, and his hair is kinky. Glad you proved it.
Well, thank heavens. That settles that, Betty Ann. Good. Take her down to the sheriff, Harvey. We don't want any lynching.
All right, Carol.
Oh.
Okay. How did y'all like that? Chloe. Y'all hear me?
Yes, girl. Good and clear. Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, y'all, that was Chloe. As y'all can see, it was kind of crazy. Of course, we had all the stereotypes and everything, the Hollywood stereotypes and the voodoo stereotype, and basically our culture from their point of view, and making it a thing of savagery, etc. But even with that, we still, got some gems in there. One of y'all said, T Hawk, you said that at one part, the man called, the man said, "Look here, little Indian, I'll kill you." Is that right? And if you can drop the timestamp where you heard that, I would very much appreciate that. And we'll take a look into that. We'll come back to that in a minute. But I hope y'all, took something from this and you heard some things that I heard and saw some things that I saw. And the reason why I wanted to bring this movie on this channel. Like, there was a few things that really stood out to me. And I'm gonna take it, from I'm gonna take it in like chronological order from where they appear in the movie. So the first thing that stood out to me was Rachel.
So Mandy done come back.
So I don't know if y'all can see that well, but she got her hand on a headstone, right? That's the headstone of her husband, old Sam. And if you look clearly at the headstone, you'll see that it's made of oyster shells. Now, y'all might be thinking, okay, and but the reason why it stood out to me is because I know that Indians is known for making things out of oyster shells. Let me show y'all. Y'all see this? Y'all see my screen? This is the America's Reveal website. Okay. And on this webpage, they're talking about the history of tabby architecture. So it's this whole narrative, aka lie, that tabby construction, which is basically mixing up oyster shells and different things to make like a concrete mixture, right? So it's this lie that the Spanish came over here and started building like that. Like that's what they say. But that's not true. Because if the Spanish did it, how in the world was it existing in America at least as early as 800 AD and earlier than that, probably? So we know like this whole
contradiction, girl.
huh?
I said they stay with the contradiction.
They stay
I
with
was
this.
been here since 800 AD, but then they came. What? Make it make sense.
Exactly. And that's why we do what we do, because we know that nearly everything gonna have a lie on top of it. So we gotta go back and basically take the lie off. We gotta wipe that shit away. Because we gonna find something. If we go looking, we gonna find something that's gonna debunk what they just said, basically. So yeah, like you got this architecture way back in the day where Indians, Americans are making construction. They're making like some kind of stone out of oyster shells, okay? And they are building with it. You can even see it. Let me see where else. Because they used to build slave cabins out of the same thing. And you can see that in Georgia to this day on St. Simon Island. Let me see if I can find a picture. You can still see it in Florida. You see these? This is tabby. Old tabby buildings made out of oyster shells. And when you grind up oyster shells, right, you get lime. And lime is used for so many different applications in chemistry. And over here, we was the first alchemist. Like, for real. You use lime to make corn grits. You use lime to make a perm to put in your hair, straighten your hair. You use lime in like so many different like alchemy experiments, just making stuff. But Tabby Buildings was one of those. And they will tell you that slaves, right? And y'all know who's supposed to be the slaves in America. They will tell you that slaves are the ones that built these buildings. And we also know that Indians or Americans also built these buildings. So if y'all know how to add two and two, what they tell you. Okay. So that was just one of the things that stood out to me in this movie. The fact that she made his headstone out of them oyster shells, that same tabby construction that her ancestors been making for who knows how long in this country. Okay. So another thing, something that don't really get talked about like that. Where is it? 2134. Something that really don't get talked about is the fact that America made the world so rich. America made these Europeans so rich because of the different things that we make. We grow tobacco, we grow corn, we grow cotton, sugar cane, indigo, all kinds of fruits and vegetables. All of the stuff that we grew because of our knowledge of agriculture helped these people get rich. Okay. They wasn't growing this stuff over in Europe, because if they was, they would have been rich over there. They wouldn't have needed to come over here and get rich here. But they was taking our agriculture stuff that we was growing, our crops, and the things that we made from these crops, like using tobacco to make cigars and chewing tobacco and snuff. We'll even take the coca plant, right? Y'all listening? We'll even take the coca plants, okay? It's a whole tree. They used to put it in coke, okay? We'll take that coke, all right? Boil them leaves, separate the water from the substance at the bottom of the pot, all right? Put that on a tray, dry it out, crush it up, make it into a powder, bag it up, and there you go. They still making money off of it today. Used to put it in Coca-Cola.
Yep.
Matter of fact, they got the whole recipe from us. We used to make cola wine, y'all. Literally, we'll make a wine from grapes or whatever kind of fruit. Make you a wine, and then you put the leaves in the wine. They call that cola wine. And y'all already know who stole that. Matter of fact, let me show y'all some while we on that tip. Because I ain't even got into what I was finna show y'all. Let me see. Let's see. Coca-Cola. Cause it's a certain kind of holly tree, basically. And it has this chemical in it that, hype you up. They say that the Indians used to they used to put a leaf in their cheek, right? With some lime, and that kept you hype and basically walk all day. I'm gonna come back to that. But what I wanted to show y'all was this part right here. What they doing? What's that in that barrel coming out of that pipe right there? Y'all know what it is.
Are you saying that that's the cacao stuff? Or are you saying that that's like I don't? What are you saying? Like that should look like water, but he ain't drink it, so it can't be water.
Nah, it ain't water. Let me show y'all what it is. Y'all see that?
And he kind of looked at it, so he ain't really. Oh, whiskey.
Whiskey.
Go on.
So I'm
Like
telling y'all, everything that they using today, we made it here first. So they'll tell y'all that whiskey is an invention that Scots and the Irish people made. But what they won't tell y'all is that the Scots Irish people are American. Am I right, Sharice?
yeah, because they were brought over here as slaves.
They won't tell y'all that the people that populated the British Isles, what they call Ireland and Scotland and all of that, came from America. They won't tell y'all that. They won't tell y'all that the Hebrews that made up the Britons, the Hibernians or the Iberians, the Eber people, the Hebrew people came from America. Y'all need to see a map. Let me show y'all a map.
Oh yeah, this is a good one, sis.
Let me show y'all a map so y'all can see how this let me see. Map of Let me just go to Google Maps. All right. I'm gonna show y'all some. And the first of all, the problem with Google Maps is that it's a Mercator map. They didn't already told y'all that the Mercator map is a political map, meaning it's not actually geographically accurate. It's basically based on politics. And it doesn't really show you how easily connected North America and England is. They pretty much right there beside each other. All you got to do is cross the Labrador Sea and you right there. So if we're talking about people that we know are navigators and travel across the oceans, then we already know that these people definitely made their way into Ireland, Scotland, all of that. Those are the same people that made up the Hibernians, the Irish, and the Scots, who were so called black people. But now that we know that the folks that they say brought whiskey to Europe actually came from America, we can probably more understand what I'm saying about whiskey being yet another thing that these ancient people over here invented. You got corn whiskey, rye whiskey, whiskey that's even made from wine that they call brandy, that they said was made in France. But yeah, what
But
he
even
was.
sorry, sis, not to cut you off, but even reading like a little bit of what you got up here on the screen, it clearly says whiskey making in Virginia goes back farther than that. They're saying it began about 1620, but we're sure it probably goes further than 1620
Oh,
in
absolutely.
America. So it's like
Absolutely.
they throw it in there, like, but they don't try to keep it a buck. That's the problem with the history.
Yeah, the problem with this, even though it's gonna have some information in there about American whiskey and the history over here, he's first of all gonna say that it came from, what did it say? that it came from the Scots and the Irish, that they're the whiskey originators. But people don't understand the history. If people don't understand who the Scots and the Irish really are and where they originated from, they're going to think that it's some so-called white tea people that made this. But if you understand the history, then you know that the Scots and the Irish actually came from America, and they were so-called black people. And if they are the ones that originated whiskey in Europe, right, then obviously where they came from, they had this so-called whiskey. They had it where they had to have it where they came from with it. So it's this source, right, from 1620, what the dude was talking about. This man called George Thorpe wrote a letter to John Smith, right? And in this letter, and I'm gonna show y'all even more that these people did not invent whiskey, not the Scots and the Irish, but the English people that they talking about. Okay, so in this letter, he got this line right here. Let's see. Okay, by not knowing they shall drink water here, although, hold on, let me start at the beginning. Okay. So basically, he's talking about, the people that's coming over from England into America, and they's kind of getting sick. Okay. And he says that they don't know that they need to be drinking water over here because it's hot. All right. So they don't know that they should be drinking water. God be thanked, this country, me, and in plenty of victual every day, as I shall make appearing or particular by writing. And we have found a way to make some good drink of Indian corn, as I protest I have diverse times refused to drink good strong English beer and chosen to drink that. So the Indians then showed them a way to make whiskey. Y'all think that he did that himself? Like, how in the world would he be doing it himself? It if y'all got whiskey over there, right? Then you would be making it over there. But instead, y'all drinking English beer. You see that, right? They drinking English beer. Like a good lager or something. Like, that's what their drink is. They fermenting. They're not distilling. And the distillers, them big old drums. Let me show you. See, the distiller is made out of copper. Where's the copper coming from, Sharice? Where they mining copper at?
You already know.
The copper is coming out of American soil, y'all. The copper is
Would
coming out of
say
the
that the
ground in
copper
America.
Africa, though, you gotta stop these motherfuckers from lying.
we we taking the copper out the earth in America, y'all,
Yeah,
and making
especially
all kinds of stuff out of it, including a distiller. Okay? This is not in Europe. This is in America. I want to show y'all something.
only one of the largest producers of copper in the world now.
Exactly. And was back then. Ain't
Hmm.
nothing really changed. Let me see where it's at. Where it's at. This was a letter that was written by King James. Let me find it. Here we go. Let me share this over here. Wait, I don't think they're gonna let me share it. Hold on, maybe if I saved it. Let me stop sharing this. Okay. All right. I hope y'all see that. Let's see if I can enlarge it. Okay, so this was actually a declaration or something like that, whatever you want to call it, that King James himself wrote. Okay, telling these people, y'all better slow down on smoking this tobacco and drinking this liquor. Okay. This is after these people came over here, y'all. This is after, the beginning of colonization, that people over there started smoking tobacco and drinking liquor because of American trade, trading back and forth from America. So this is telling you right here that they were not drinking liquor, nor were they smoking tobacco until they started trading with America. You see this? To which is added a learned discourse proving that tobacco is a procuring cause of the scurvy, with the short collection out of Dr. George Thompson's treatise of blood against smoking tobacco. Also, serious cautions against excess in drinking, with many examples of God's severe judgment upon notorious drunkards who have died suddenly.
I'm dead. Y'all getting too drunk and it's killing you hoes.
Listen, because they can't drink. They ain't used to it. They're not used to that hard liquor. Okay. That's something that we was drinking over there. But they'll tell y'all that the Native American, wasn't used to alcohol. So, the Europeans gave them alcohol so that they could take their land. And it's the same bullshit that they said, y'all, about this whole they gave African mirrors and guns to trade Africans to be transported across the Atlantic Ocean.
Lying
It's
down.
the same lies. It's the same story. These folks just making shit up. It's another thing I want to show y'all. Y'all see that?
Oh yes.
Y'all see that, right?
Savannah
I don't know if
bomb.
I need to
Yeah, make
zoom
it a little
zoom
bigger.
on that.
Yeah, just a
Okay,
little bit.
that's
It looks good
as
on my
big as
TV.
we can. All
Yeah,
right.
it
All
looks
right.
good on my TV. Like when I look blah. When I look from the computer, then I look at my TV. It looks good. So
I really want to zoom in on this though. Hold on. I
look at
think
that
we
ending.
can.
Look at that. Look at that copper color.
Exactly. Let me get the
Sitting on
magnifying
top of
glass out.
the what's this? The liquor kettle
Exactly.
sitting on
All
top of
them
the
barrels and stuff.
bed. Mm-hmm.
Them barrels is full of liquor.
Gotta love Virginia, baby.
Okay.
That thing say Virginia cherry sweet.
And that might be the darn cigar too.
Okay.
Virginia cherry sweet. Grandmas. No, I don't know what nosegay is. Y'all might want to look that up. Whatever nosegay is. Oh, you know what? I think I know what nosegay is now that I think about it.
Dead.
That booger sugar. That it might be what that nose is, make your nose happy. Okay.
I ain't playing with you.
Child, in the corner, they telling y'all they serving up liquor and cigars. Okay.
Period.
Serving up them liquor and them cigars. All right. Yara lip honey. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know. This sounding good. Smokeville, man. I might buy some. Like, this is, look at this copper color Indian right here, y'all.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Look at I wish I could get the whole ad because you see it's more to it than what we seeing right here. But I might find it later on, when I do a deep dive. But yeah, look at the copper Indian with the moon of Hathor on the necklace and the tobacco pipe, showing y'all the roll of cigars right here. Look like a snuff box. But yeah, they got it all. Like, this was the first trap. I lie to you not. I ain't even playing. This was the first trap where you can get your nose gay, if that is what I think it is. You can get your cola wine that's gonna, give you a little buzz. You can get your liquor. They was also making beer. You can get your rum, your tobacco, whatever you need, they got it. Okay? It's another one right here telling y'all who was distilling alcohol.
Hmm.
Them spirits. Y'all know we good for a spirit.
I'm trying to tell you. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. I
Listen.
prefer like darker liquor now, like versus
Yes.
and all that stuff like in my 20s. Now I need that. I need that wine and spirits, baby. That's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm. But they telling y'all with the advertisements, okay? That they got the tobacco and they got your drink. So they got your smoke and your drink. And
Oh,
then we
4%
ain't even got into the hemp yet. I'm gonna get into that on another bill because I got to do my research on that. But we already know, what we were smoking on over here and what George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and all of them was smoking on when they got over him. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's Virginia's best, y'all. It's Virginia's best. What else we got? Okay. Marjorams, all right, with the copper distillery. Okay. Virginia's best. Made by the Indian. Okay.
Mhm. That's why I said I
Miss
want to know where all
Bearden.
these Asians was at when this was going on. I keep asking, young. I mean, I'm gonna stand on it. Where was these
Child.
Asians at making this stuff? That's what
Them
I
damn
want to know.
teepees.
Girl, look. Mm.
Hold on. What was Layla Day saying? Posy bouquet. Ring around the
No, because I
posy, a
know
pocket
that.
full of posy to smell so you would not smell the dead bodies of the black plague. Wow, yeah. I kind of remember that. I remember that.
Mhm.
Wow. But in this last picture that I'm gonna show, you see this Indian with the pearls and they got like a whole little
Child, she
tray
loaded.
of some.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's the point. We loaded down
the gold
with
under there.
goods and different kind of manufacturers. Y'all see the plates and stuff. The stuff that they say that they call China, that they say came from China. I'm telling y'all, the Silk Road led here. Okay. The Silk Road led to America because some very things that they say was made by China is right here in this picture with this American Indian.
With the
You
ship
got the
on
blue kind right there, the red kind right there, and yeah, the ship pulling up to pick it
pulling up.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all different kinds of crops, all different kinds of things that we make from the crops. We got the pearls, we got the diamonds, all the different gold and silver, copper.
Carpets. Even that's a carpet
Right.
under there, right? Under her
It
foot.
might be.
Because it
Or
looked like
gold or
swaying up a
something.
little bit. Nah, right under her feet, directly under it.
Oh, cloth.
Yeah, okay, that's a
Yeah.
type of carpet. Like it looked like both of them might be. Because
Exactly.
dang, that's crazy.
Exactly, because we got the cotton on lock, and they say that they brought mulberries over here, or were trying to grow or make silks from the mulberry worms over here, right? And they say that they wasn't successfully able to really make it a big business. But if we, got silk mulberry trees, what's to say that we wasn't making silk too? If we doing all of this other stuff, if we like reigning in technology, reigning in manufacturing things, like all these different inventions and innovations and just genius shit that we pulling together, like literally taking the lemons and making lemonade with everything. What's to say? All you got to do is do the research and find it. Like it really ain't nothing to find this stuff. But let's keep going, because we finding out, we figuring out a lot of shit, debunking a lot of shit. We seeing that whiskey, because wasn't it Jack Daniels that stole the recipe for Jack Daniels from Uncle Nearest, the man, the Indian man that taught him how to make it in the first place? Because I
Mm-mm.
remember that story coming out a few years back when they made a whole story about Uncle Nearest.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Nearest bourbon. Let me show y'all. So the story is that Uncle Nearest was the man who taught. All right, y'all better sell. But they say that Uncle Nearest was the man who taught the famous Jack Daniel
How to
how
distill
to.
it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nearest green. Mm-hmm. Right in the middle. That's exactly yep.
Uncle Nearest is
Taught
where Jack Daniel, the YT man, got the recipe for Jack Daniel. Stole it right from under him. And I know y'all know about a whole slew of other things that we have invented that these people claim as they own.
I love how the DMV is like a cornerstone of a lot of this shit. I love it. I gets
Like
my
for
life.
real.
I gets my life because nearest green is from Maryland, so that's crazy. I mean, that's really amazing to me. It makes a lot of sense, though. It really do.
Let me see what the history say. Whiskey maker the world never knew. So it's a lot of see, it's a lot of shit that the world don't know,
Look at that.
because these pale faces be lying,
And
and they
so,
be stealing other people's history.
yep.
So let's see what this say. This might be real interesting. Hold on, I'm trying to get. Can y'all see that? Nah, that ain't even help. But it say whiskey maker the world never knew. The hills and hollows above Lynchburg, Tennessee don't easily give up their secrets. The whispers have always been here, lingering in the shadows, undiminished by the passage of time and the buzz of the larks and the mockingbirds. Here, where Tennessee whiskey was born, the story quietly endured for nearly 2 centuries, kept alive through the recollections of kinfolk and neighbors, and faded ink on brittle yellow pages. Y'all, that sound like our history. Ooh, this a whole book, child. But it sound like our history
And it is.
is hidden under all these lies, right? But it's still there. All we have to do, and it's our responsibility, the people, y'all in the chat, us two up here, it's our responsibility to go and peel back all them lies and find the truth that's waiting up under them because it's there. It's definitely there. We watching it right now. But not only did we make history, did we make whiskey, we also made rum. Rum is made from what? Sugar cane. Where sugar cane come from?
You already know that's right here in America. That's right here in Virginia, right there in God, Virginia, Jamaica,
I'm
where
gonna
else?
call it the West
But
Indies
the West
because
Indies. Yeah, that's all. That's
the
all up,
whole area.
yeah, that's all up and through here, girl.
Exactly.
Those sugar mills was no joke. The folks had to work. Okay.
Okay. Now, what they'll say is that we made the sugar, right? And we made the molasses, but we did not have the technology of distillation. So it took a white tea man to bring the distiller and the technology of distilling liquid to make liquor. But hopefully, if y'all been following, you already know this cap, right?
I was
Uh,
about to say
like y'all know it's cap. But yes, we made rum. We made what they call curacao. Y'all know about that blue drink, right?
oh Lord.
We made that blue drink, okay? That they want to say came from a white tea man. No, it's not. No, it's not. We made that. They literally named the drink after the island where they got it from. Come on, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But yes, all these different liquors that you find over here in America that's popular in America is popular here because it came from here. It's popular here because it originated here. It didn't originate nowhere else. Don't believe they lies. But yes, y'all, even tequila, the agave plants. Again, they say that they needed a Spaniard to distill the drink to make tequila, but we gonna call cap. We gonna call cap on that too. But yes, that's just one thing that really stood out to me and that I really wanted to get into because we really don't talk about all of the things that we invented over here as Americans. The people that they call African American that's been here longer than the people that they call American. We made these things. And the whole world enjoys them today. We don't make one damn dime off of it though. But the people that call themselves American while calling us African American, even though we've been here longer than they have, they're the ones that's making all the bank off of these things that they stole from us. Y'all understand?
Absolutely. And that's what's so devastating about it all, too. I mean, and it continues to plague our history when we look at other things that we've invented and created that has made this whole world shake, literally.
For
And it's
real.
really a shame. It is, like they just usurp us out of every fucking thing and act like they the ones that created it. Like I was getting on somebody who was trying to say that black people didn't have anything to do with airplanes. And I said, you don't think I said you're crazy. You're crazy. We invented
Absolutely.
airplanes too. Believe that. That
Absolutely.
technology was from us.
The airships that could carry what, 4 airplanes? I mean,
Talk
it's
about
clear
it.
why they got rid of these old technologies because one, they were more efficient than the ones that we use now. So that means that they'll get less profit off of them. If we got free energy, then you can't have no utility company charging you $300, $400 a month for your gas and your electricity. So that's why we literally dealing with these old ass infrastructure that's breaking down every damn day. Time you have a storm or a blizzard, you ain't got no damn electricity, but they still gonna charge you out the yin yang for the shit. When we had free energy that whole time. But yeah, I like what Lala Day said, African American or African on American is to make sure we do not stake a claim to our resources that they stole. And that's bars. That is
Facts.
absolute fact.
That's why I said this African American thing is like that shit gotta go.
Yeah, that's
It
why I'm glad that y'all here. I'm so glad that y'all here tuning in and that we doing this work together. For real,
yes,
for real.
because it's
And
important.
it's absolutely important. And T Hawk, oh my gosh, you always have something like of so much value to add to the conversation. When you said, and I still gotta go back and find that where you was talking about he was talking about killing the little Indian. But you said that your granddaddy told your daddy that they used to make instruments from the silks from the spiders.
Hmm.
That's wow. I definitely want to look into that for real. Cause that's crazy. But you see how innovative and intelligent we are, how we'll like take anything and make something out of it. Like for real. For real. Like we are the real MacGyvers of the world, for real. But yeah, y'all. He was making that corn whiskey and that inspired me. But let me get to the part that really gave me the reason to do this movie in the first place. For real.
I think the part with the little engine sis was that bar fight.
The bar fight.
Hmm.
Ooh, when was that? Oh, here you go, here you go, here you go.
Yeah.
We gonna replay that. Cause I need to hit it. I'm
It
finna put
was
the
like it
capture
kind of
on
like,
and
it sounded
everything.
like
Hold
it
on.
went in and out. That's why I said I felt like I heard it, but I don't know if I really heard it. So yeah, we gotta definitely run that back.
Yeah, let's do that.
Come on inside. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, have a drink. Now, what are you? What's the matter with you?
And I know that's Cap.
Exactly. Exactly. Are you serious? He's screaming.
Now have a little look at that girl again.
Oh, he did say it.
Whoa, hold up.
He did say it.
Whitney?
Now have a little look at that girl again. I'll kill you.
But they try to blur it out. Hold on, sis.
Now have a little look at that girl again.
Okay, I
I'll
heard what he
kill you.
said. He said, if you ever even look at that girl again, I'll kill you.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. I must say I don't know if I heard that or not.
It sounded like it though.
It
It
sure did.
sounded like, oh my,
Ain't no way y'all
whoa.
stuff like that. Child bye. I know this just a movie.
Exactly. Cause that's what I was saying when I first seen it. I'm like, come on. But that's the type of movies that these folks was making. Listen, these people lie about history, they lie about their identity, and they make all kinds of media, movies, books, whatever, to make themselves heroes, to make themselves strong and powerful, to give themselves a history that they never had. These people came from slavery. These incubator babies.
For real
These
though.
incubator and baby test tube babies
Okay.
came up,
I was out here working the
came
field
up
right
out of
now. Who
here.
was strutting the streets? Like, let's
Exactly.
be clear about who was strutting the streets.
Come
Y'all
on
got
now.
stuff.
How y'all go from saying that we got the best and strongest bills to now we got a movie where y'all beating us up? Like, stop the cap. Stop it.
I just
And
I know that's wrong.
come
Y'all,
on, this don't make no sense. This don't make no sense.
none at all. But go to the part that you that made you want to do this film.
Yes,
This is
let's get
really
to
good.
it. Let's get to it. All right, so we already got past, the whole liquor thing with the corn whiskey. Now let's get something else, y'all. Listen to this. Open your ears now.
You mean they actually murder people? Sure they does.
Hold on, let me
Sometimes
run it back.
probably working themselves up to a sacrifice party.
Mm.
You mean they actually murder people? Sure they does. Sometimes kill them on the altar and feed them to the gators.
Sacrifice. Well, folks,
By the way, Hill, I
get
want all
put
smoking out
on
among the pines stopped.
an altar, right? And fed to the gators. Now I'm finna move a little
Girl,
further down.
it was that part. It was the part in this movie too where the guy where he jumped into the water. They was wrestling the gator. Girl, I was
Yeah,
laughing. I said, "Boy, bad." Like,
ain't no
what?
damn way. They is
I
not
was
finna do that
laughing. I
in
said,
real
"Ooh,
life.
trying
You
it.
already, you already,
You were not that brave, baby."
exactly. But so we just heard him talk about they finna do a whole sacrifice party, right? Where they gonna sacrifice somebody on an altar to their God. Okay. Now let's come down to the 28-minute mark. Y'all open your ears for this.
Sounds like the menu at Sing Sing.
But why all the drum beating?
That's the way they summon the faithful to their meetings.
Well, I've read about these voodoo gatherings, but I never believed them to be true. Say, do they actually kill people?
They've been known to sacrifice enemies and cut out their hearts.
Y'all heard that, right?
Put a one in the chat, y'all, if y'all heard it, because I heard it.
So we just heard that these people do a sacrifice party or whatever they want to call it. They put them on the altar to sacrifice to their God, and on that altar, they are known to cut out the hearts of their enemies. Press 1 if you ever heard of something familiar like this, and tell me where you heard it from or who you heard doing something like that. And let me see if it matched what I heard or what I learned. Who do something like that, who sacrifice their enemies on an altar to their God and cut their hearts out.
Oh yeah, Apocalypto, the Mayans.
Let me know in the chat
My
if
bad.
y'all ever heard of
I'm
something.
sorry. She said the chat. My bad.
You good?
I got
You
all
good?
excited.
You are good.
Uh-huh.
So, y'all, this is literally the same thing. Now, don't be fooled by this him picture him now. Do not be fooled by this person. This is not our people. Okay. This is a Mongolian mixed with a Spaniard. All right. This is not us. This is not, he don't match the folks that's on the murals, okay? That's not him right here. Even though this probably was just drawn by some European in 1980 or some shit like that. But human sacrifice was a common thing among our people back in the day. Know it or not, like it or not, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And the only reason why we probably ain't still doing, and we still are doing that shit to, like, in a way, okay? Because niggas is dying every day, okay? And not by natural causes. But so we would still probably be doing this had, what happened didn't happen, colonization and all that. But yes, we, the Mayan people, the descendants of the Mayan people, when we came down here or back up to Florida, the West Indies, basically, because we was, running from Mongolians. But when we came back up here, we brought our culture with us, what they call voodoo. It's the same exact thing. And I got some real good plan for y'all. The next build that I'm gonna be doing, it's it's gonna be a little bit different than how I did Apocalypto, but it's definitely gonna be special. Y'all look out for that. We really gonna get into the connections between these people and their religion and our people today. Okay. But the same thing that was happening back then, 2,000 years ago in Mexico, was happening here. Okay. We just had to hide it a lot more because these folks will arrest you and throw you in jail and probably hang you for practicing voodoo. Even if you was just sacrificing a chicken, you ain't even gotta be sacrificing one of their ass, which I'm pretty sure we did, especially when we was going to war with them, when we was scapping them heads. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
that this,
That's
I mean,
that's an amazing comparison, sis. And like
listen,
you were able to bring that out because that just makes all the sense in the world. And it's like for them to even say that, the people of color or so-called people of color wasn't in those places or wasn't those Mayan people is really crazy. Because there's no way, you know what I'm saying? Like that we don't have that Mesoamerican connection. Like
we
I
just
know
getting
people.
started.
Yeah, I always felt the connection to that movie Apocalypto. And I still will watch it over and over again. But definitely back then, I would watch that movie over and over, even before I knew anything about our history and our connection to the Americas and how pertinent it is and how true it is. So that was really a great way to bring that out and connect that and pull that together. So shout out to you.
Yes, and if y'all haven't seen that build that I did on Apocalypto, it is on the channel. Go under my video section, and y'all really gonna enjoy that. It's full of connections. I mean, I loved making that, y'all. And I got something else coming up that's gonna, go into the voodoo thing, because I've been on this voodoo tip. We finna go into voodoo and how it is not an African religion. It's practiced over in Africa today because we brought it over there when we colonized Africa. I hope y'all remember. Didn't we do a live on that? Or we was talking a little bit about American colonization. I think that was the last live we did when we were talking about the silk cotton tree.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
first, yeah, I think that was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when we colonized Africa, we brought our plants, we brought our knowledge, like agriculture, we brought our religions, all of that. So that's why you see it in Africa today. And because of the lies and the narrative, people think that it's coming from Africa. but it's way older. They say that it's supposed to be what 6,000 years old in Africa, but it ain't not one damn thing that they got as a fucking artifact to prove that. They just say that shit. They only say it, but it's nothing actually proving it. But we can see the same elements of voodoo in America 6,000 years ago. We can actually find an artifact. So y'all, this is pretty much everything that I was able to see as a connection in this movie, Chloe. All right, and I hope that the information that I shared with y'all is enlightening, and that you found it interesting, and that you learned something today, from watching this movie and watching the channel. Sharice, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Nah, this was really good. I always enjoy it every time. That's why I say you are like, what we doing? What we on? So I was just real excited. So I love it. I mean, you just keep coming at them with the motherfucking haymakers, sis, every time. And that's what it's about. So I
Yes.
love it. Shout out to the chat, everybody that listened in. I hope you guys get the playback and really get into the movie and really try to take something from it, and then try to connect the build that we've done after, so you all can get a better understanding for yourselves. And just spread the word, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, thank you so much, Sharice, for coming and doing this with me. And definitely everybody in the chat, everybody that watched and came through, thank y'all for coming. And Lala Day, she said something else. So she said this might explain why Paula Dean cried because her grandfather knocked himself off. Because his slaves left, he couldn't do the work himself. He should have treated those slaves well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, is that's typical. These folks wasn't, they didn't have the expertise, and nor did Africans.
Exactly.
Africans don't know how to grow no corn or tobacco or sugar cane or none of that.
Man, they
None
didn't
of
get
that.
it to 1990. I'm tired of this about this African shit. Like, stop, man. I'm
Yeah,
tired of it.
man.
I really
It's
am.
a new day. It's a new day. And that's why we here doing what we doing. And it's only growing. Things is only getting better. Y'all keep coming back. Cause when I tell y'all, I'ma keep on, like, I'm trying to make some fire for y'all for real. Like the next bill coming out, it's a surprise. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it's gonna be, but soon I'm gonna be coming out with a little trailer to tease y'all a little bit with it, and then we gonna drop it. So y'all keep on checking back on the channel. Turn on your notification bell so y'all know when I drop that video. It's gonna be, oh my gosh, it's gonna be fire for real. But again, thank y'all for coming out for another WayBack Wednesday, where we look into these old movies and see what's hidden in the real. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next week.
Good night,
Peace.
family.